got up about 11:30. I couldn't sleep. I've never been good at sleeping. Mom knew that. So I decided to go get myself a glass of water. When I looked outside, I saw the moon. It was still kind of light out, so I decided to go for a little walk. Mom and Dad would never let me, especially that late in the night, but it's something I've always done, especially with my last family. So I went down to the lake. It was really cold. I wasn't really gone that long. And I came back. The house, it was a wreck. There were flames coming from everywhere, from every room. I wanted to do something. I wanted to go in there, but I was just frozen. I just watched it spread so fast. And then I heard it. Screams. It was a voice I knew too well. My little sister, Sophie. I almost couldn't bring myself to look, but I tiptoed to the side to a window from which I could see her room, banging against it, begging for me to get her out. I couldn't possibly stand there any longer, so there was a ladder that Dad was using when he was fixing the roof, so I went straight up to it. I took it and I went straight up to her window. And she saw me. She was crying. I was crying too because I thought I'd be able to get her out. I tried, but it was stuck. My fingers were bleeding. I had blisters out. I wouldn't budge. And I could hear the sirens. My neighbors, they were worried about me. They were begging for me to come down. My whole house was on fire. They were worried about me. Why were they worried about me? My whole family was in there. Finally, someone came up and they got me down. But her face, I'll never forget. You should have seen her face. And then the screams, they stopped. I don't know what's worse, hearing them or hearing nothing. And truth, that is the truth. My family, I would never do anything to hurt my family. Do you want to know the truth? The truth is that family got everything that was coming to them, especially Sophie. Before she came along, everything was great. We'd do everything together, just me, Mom, and Dad, just like it should be. We didn't need her. They didn't need her. They just got bored of me and they moved on to the next little girl. And I pretended to be nice to her in front of Mom and Dad, but she knew, and she almost found out about my plan and she was going to ruin it. So that night when she was screaming out for me, I hadn't locked the windows. I hadn't been smart. So I raised up the ladders and I made sure that she couldn't get out. That way they'll always be known as my Mom and Dad, just like it should be.